whenever I was hole watching.
Oh, watching what?
Yeah, like like hole watching is this is like years ago.
Okay,
Uh,
all the guys probably think, "Ho, watching
watching.
what? You guys?"
Yeah, I'm watching the hole. Yeah, booty hole now.
Yo, welcome to the spot where the mics are hot. Every word we drop got flow like a shot. Got stories to tell and jokes that hit hard. Come join the fun, it's a brand new yard. We bring the vibes, the beats won't stop. Tune in now, we rise to the top. Laugh, cry, shout, feel every drop. This podcast here is cream of the crop.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another R2J podcast, and today we have a special guest. And before I introduce her, do me a favor, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. It sure helps the channel grow. But our guest is Yesenia. Yesenia is a scaffold builder. And where do you scaffold build anyways?
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, right now I'm working at Exxon.
Oh, okay.
Exxon in Beaumont.
Okay. But
Yeah.
how you doing, Yesenia?
I'm doing good. How
Alright.
about you?
Pretty good. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
No, yeah. It's kind of, it's always nice to have girls come in and talk about their trades or business or whatever. So really appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, like you're used to like guys working in construction or refineries, whatever it is, but I mean, nowadays you could see a whole bunch of girls coming in and trying it out, and they pretty much start as helpers or whatever it is. But you're starting to see more girls, and for me, it's like that's pretty cool, because I mean, we're coming into a man's world,
Yeah.
and for a girl to be able to like handle the heat, the material, all that, and
Mm-hmm.
just trying to be up there with the guys, or we're not gonna be up there like strength wise, or
Yeah.
but helping and everything.
Yeah. I have my friend Kim, and she does like millwright.
All right,
So
okay.
I brought her in. We were talking about that, and we were also talking about like, okay, you know how the girls are very not that many girls in the field, so it's
Yeah.
like, okay. So I asked her, so how's the thirst out there? Is the thirst real over there with the guys?
Oh my God, you would. It's
I could imagine. Trust me.
it's crazy. Like they're, you got. This is what I always say. You got the girls that come in with full on makeup and
All makeup?
literally makeup, and I'm just like, why, girl? Like, first of all, it's not good.
Yeah, it's not good for your skin when especially when you start sweating and stuff.
Sweating,
Like
and then sometimes you could just see like the makeup like falling down from the sweat, and I was like, it don't even look good.
Yeah.
But they come in with makeup. They really don't want to do nothing. They either get really, they become really good friends with like the foreman or whoever's in charge, so they really don't do anything.
Yeah.
And then you have the other girls that I would say, the ones that like actually work, and
Mhm. And what category do you fall in?
the ones that work.
I'm
But
the hard
no,
worker one, girl.
no hate to the other girls,
Yeah.
no hate, but like personally, I couldn't work with them. Like I don't like working with the girls that just come in with like just that, I don't know, I guess that privilege, like knowing you're pretty and all that, and not wanting to work. I just, no hate to you, like go ahead, do your make your money or whatever.
Yeah.
Just keep away,
Yeah.
stay away from me.
But then again, do you want those girls to be out there making sure things are tied off right? They're not doing a good job. You know what I mean? That's probably the last thing you want to have out there, right?
Well, usually those girls don't even do all that. They
Well-
just stay in the truck, or or
Bring stuff probably.
probably, yeah, like water, or I mean, they really don't do much usually, those girls.
Yeah.
But yeah, no hate to them. I was just, you got to make your money,
Yeah.
your money.
I mean, me personally, I'll probably get bored. But
Yeah.
I'm very. I like being active and stuff, but moving around. and stuff.
Same.
So I work inside the office. These plants.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on wherever the job sends me. I'm working like customer reliability, right, engineer. So most of the time I'm just inside the office chilling, whatever. And every once in a while I do have to go outside and check things out. So every once in a while, see, I can really say a handful of girls maybe throughout the day. But
Right.
yeah, I don't see them doing too much crazy stuff. But but hey, as long as everybody gets home safe, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So, are you born in? Tell us about a little bit yourself. Are you born and raised in Port Arthur,
No, I'm
Yes,
actually
yeah.
not. I'm from North Carolina, but I moved.
North Carolina?
Yes, sir. But
Which part?
Raleigh.
Okay, I was there for my other previous job. I used to travel a lot,
Trout.
and I went to Raleigh a few times.
Did you like it?
I like they had like mountains around that area, huh? Well, I think no, I think
Raleigh,
no,
nah.
no, no, no. That's north of North Carolina. I think they have mountains.
Probably like well, I never really traveled around North Carolina. I just stayed in the city, Raleigh.
Yeah, but Raleigh it seems like pretty nice. It's getting
It's okay.
bigger. I think it's getting bigger, huh?
I don't know. I haven't been there in like 2020, I think.
Oh, so you should barely come to Southeast Texas, huh?
No, I've been here since I was like 16 years old. I came here my
Oh,
junior year
okay,
in high school.
okay.
I moved here my junior year in high school with my sister, my brother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
They lived over here in Port Arthur, and so yeah, I went to Memorial,
Okay.
and it was like a different. I was excited. I was like, hell yeah, I'm moving to Texas. Like the school's about to be lit and
Mm-hmm.
everything. And then I moved to
It probably
Memorial.
was to me, right? I mean, I don't know if they have fights around when you was going to school
I mean, it's very different in North Carolina. You have like so much diversity, I would say.
in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know because most of the time I was stuck working and stuff like that, so I didn't, didn't go to no schools or anything like that. But
Right.
so yeah, I'll be surprised. Like they have all different races out there.
Yeah, a whole bunch of different races, even like in the Hispanic culture, like you would see like over here most of everybody here is like Mexican.
Hmm.
But over there like you would have your Mexicans, Hondurans, Salvadorians, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, especially Dominicans and Puerto Ricans. There were a lot over there,
Oh,
because
really? Yeah.
New York is kind of close, so
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot of them move
yeah.
over
I
there.
mean, yeah, we have some here, but they're
Yeah.
not that many. But if you do want to go hang out with them, I think they have the new spot in Gulfway called a patio. I don't know if you've been there yet.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times already.
Is it lit?
It's not too bad, but it's not kind of like not my crowd, and that's not the people I usually hang around with. So it's kind of and plus it's far away from where I live too.
Oh, true. What is it's over? You said it's in Gulfway.
Yeah, it's by O'Reilly's and
Okay.
AutoZone, the cars little parts.
I
But it's
don't-
not too bad.
That's fine.
I would go every once in a while just to change up scenery. But my spot, I tell everybody, is Dylan's.
Dylan's.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my spot too.
it's like what 5-7 minutes away from here.
From
So
your house?
yeah, so it's like
Same.
safe.
Yeah, it is. No, but yeah, no, it was totally different. Like moving over from over there to over here, it was very different because I was just used to like I don't know how to describe it. Over here, it was just nothing but like Hispanic and like black
Mhm.
people at Memorial, so it was a little different, but
Yeah.
it wasn't bad. My first year kind of sucked 'cause I didn't really know anybody until I like started joining the soccer team. Then I started knowing people and
Oh, so you're very active
everything.
too.
Yeah, yeah. I've always played soccer, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. At first, I hated living here though.
Oh, trust me, same here. I used to live in San Francisco, so when we first moved to Port Arthur, it was
It
like,
was
oh,
just
what
like
the hell?
it
So here's
sucked.
a funny story. When we first moved over here, we came here at night.
Oh,
So it's then me and my brother, we were up and our uncle was driving. We were in his big van or whatever. We're looking outside and we're like, oh, see, there it is, the big city and stuff like that.
oh,
It was all
the
a lie.
refinery.
It was a refinery. We worked there in the morning and it was like, what the hell? Where's the city's at? No, it's a refinery and stuff. Oh man, what the hell?
Dude, seriously, when I first came here and I saw all them lights, I was like, "What is that?" And then my brother-in-law started explaining to me. I was like, still didn't understand,
Hmm.
but I was just like, "Okay, cool."
Yeah.
But I mean, it looked cool at night.
Yeah.
It still
Yeah.
does.
It's crazy how big the refinery industry is around this area. Well, energy wise, because they
Right.
have all these plants just building up over here.
I know, and then they keep adding like well, at least at Exxon,
Mm-hmm.
they keep adding new units,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
so I mean, at the same time, it's good, more work, But I understand like a lot of people around here, like they're like, oh, they complain about like the flares and this and that, but I'm like, y'all been here living for the longest, y'all should know,
Yeah, I
like
mean,
it's not a clean
yeah,
environment around here
yeah. You pretty much move here pretty much for work,
for
pretty
work.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah, not the scenery.
right. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I actually lived in. I'll tell everybody. I lived in Birmingham for a couple of years. Over there is just a lot of little mountains, nothing big mountains, but just something to go hike.
right.
And they have the rock moss observatory where we just had big rocks there with moss on it, and they had like a little river trail that you kind of go hike around and whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I would have a great time over there. It was, and then you go still the difference in the air. If you live in somewhere there, then you come here, it's like, oh man, you can smell it in the air.
Yeah, and you can feel it too.
Mm-hmm.
The nature, and then coming over here, it's
Humidity
just
too.
like,
When I was living up there, there's people complaining, oh man, the humidity here is bad. It's like, you guys don't know the golf, man.
yeah, I haven't been to the ghetto.
Yeah, the golf, the ghetto. But yeah, but Riley, I think it's more drier over there, huh?
Man, honestly, I can't even remember the weather. I know we have all 4 seasons over there, but
Yeah.
I can't remember the weather. I haven't been there in forever.
I
I'm
mean,
just
over
used
here,
to
I mean,
here.
we pretty much could have the whole season in one day.
Yeah, that's true. One day, 1 week, you have
Yeah.
it all.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, no.
Yeah. But what did you do before you actually started doing scaffolding?
Well, what was I doing? I was in high school,
Mhm.
and at that time, I was working at Mexican restaurant Rancho
You know
Grande.
what? I think I actually remember. I think I used to see you there, but that used to be
Really?
me and my friend's spot like long time ago. Especially when it was like $5 margaritas on Wednesdays and stuff like that.
Man, $5. Honestly,
Well,
I can't remember. It's been a long
that's
time.
probably before your time. Then before you can, when they first opened up on Wednesdays, they would have $5 jumbo margaritas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so me and my friends used to go there. Man, we drink like 3 of them.
Damn.
Yeah. But I don't think they make it too strong, so it wasn't too bad.
I guess it all depends on the bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially they probably watered it down knowing it was like $5,
$5. They're like, yeah, you're only getting $5 worth of tequila.
Yeah. Which is fine, you know what I mean? I didn't really want to get drunk, you know what I mean? Just wanted to go hang out and have a couple drinks. But yeah, no, I used to go there, and I think I may have seen you there. If I can't remember.
I don't know. I only worked there for like maybe a year, a few months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't like it though. I hated being a waitress.
Oh, see, I used to work at Castellet at Twin City.
Did you like it?
I didn't mind it. It was pretty fun. Make decent tips too, But I think Rancho Grande is you did like tip share, right?
Tip share, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Oh
I could see you probably hate that, you know what I mean?
I mean, when I was working there, I really didn't know much of it. They were just telling me, you got to share this with this and that with them. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, all I cared about at that time was like being able to buy stuff for myself,
Mhm.
because I was still like, I'll say like 17, 18, I think.
Okay.
But some days when there's really no customers at all, and you just make like, I don't know, fucking $40. I mean, especially like on a Thursday night or Tuesday night or Monday night, it's like nobody really comes that night.
Yeah.
And so it's like you still got to share that tip with your busboy, bartender, and the expo.
But don't they even the busboy and the bartender, don't they get regular pay?
The busboy, yes. I don't know about the bartender.
Mm-hmm. I would think I thought that's how it was, you know what I mean? But that's why I always kind of question why are they getting tips too, you know?
Yeah. Well, supposedly we would have the main percentage, but like I think what was it? I can't even remember what percentage we had to give to each.
5-10%, something like that.
I think so, but still, it wasn't shit,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I hated working there. And then when I graduated from high school, like my buddy, he was like, his mom was working as he was working for JV Industrial as the like the hiring people. And so I was like, hey, like whenever I graduate, like I wanna do that. Like I wanna get in the refinery.
So that's how you got into it.
That's how I got in, yeah. So
what made you just like say, oh fuck it, y'all go make
I
some
wanted money. Yeah, I wanted
okay.
money. I was like, I wanted money. So he was like, oh, okay, cool. And so like I think 2 months later, once we graduated, he hit me up. He was like, hey, they got this job at Exxon too, and this and that, going as a fire watch. I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't care.
That's who you started off. Well, it's something to know the environment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so I did that for a while. I think I did that for like 6 months, fire watch, working overnights. Oh no, it wasn't at Exxon. It was at BSF.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one, Port Arthur or Beaumont?
Proctor.
Okay.
Yeah. And so yeah, I did that for 6 months, working night shift, 7/12s, and I hated it. Like,
Oh, 7/12. Yeah.
yeah, we were on 7/12s. I hated it because I couldn't do anything. All I had to do was just sit there or
Yeah.
stand and.
Hey, you were making money though. That's what you wanted.
Yeah. But I was just like, man, no, like I don't want to do this. I want to like learn and this and that. And so whatever. I asked for my layoff because I had enough money to save because I was like, nah, I'm gonna go to college
Mm-hmm.
for instrumentation.
Okay.
So I did that for like a year. I was part time. Yeah, I was a part time student, and then at night shift, I was working night shift at Lowe's. So I would work night shift at Lowe's, and then get off, go home, shower, eat something, and then go to school in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did that for a little bit, and then I got tired. Bills stopped piling up, so I went back to refinery. So I went back to JVIC, and that's whenever I went to. I moved up to like a helper, I guess.
Oh,
I told them
scaffold helper.
no,
Oh,
no,
just helper.
just a helper. They mainly put me with the Boilermakers,
Okay.
Boilermaker helpers. So yeah, I did that for a little bit, and then COVID hit. And then like it was kind of hard to find jobs, like turnarounds and all that. So then I got into scaffolding. Scaffolding is usually the easiest craft you can get into. Like they pay like shit, but it's the easiest craft you can
Mhm.
get into. And so I started doing that, and I've been stuck with it. I mean, it was like either chase turnarounds or just have kind of like a stable job. I mean, you're never gonna have a stable job in the refinery, but scaffolding is more kind of like stable. You know, you could be
Yeah.
on maintenance, or it's just like scaffolding is like long term. You're the first ones in, like when it comes to a project, and the last one's out.
Okay.
You know, because you got to build the scaffolds before everybody comes in and starts working, and then you got to wait for them to finish, and then you got to demo all the
Yeah.
scaffolds.
So what do you guys do when you guys are waiting for everybody to finish? You just kind of check everything's good, I guess. I don't know.
Stand by,
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah. So that's what pretty much is like. At least go do rounds or something and make sure the scaffoldings are
Yeah,
good.
I mean, usually the foremans do like the updates. If they needed an update on the scaffold, they would do the updates, and then sometimes we'll have like modifies.
Mhm.
So we sometimes, like a welder would be like, "Hey, this bar is in my way. Take this bar out," or sometimes they even when the scaffold's already up, like they still need like maybe another scaffold build, or they may be done with the scaffold, so maybe we need to demo it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, it just depends on the night, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. So the other question I was gonna ask you: do you have any crazy stories that you could share?
Crazy stories.
Yeah.
Like where work wise
Yeah,
or
work
just in
wise.
general? Work
Well,
wise.
yeah. Let's say okay. Let's do both. Let's say
Do
work
both.
wise
Work wise.
first.
Crazy stories that I can think of. Oh, you know what? Whenever I was hole watching,
Oh, watching what?
yeah, like like hole watching is this is like years ago.
Okay, all the guys probably think, hole watching.
Watching.
What? You guys
Yeah, I'm watching the hole, yo, booty hole now. No, it's usually whenever like whoever's going in the confined space like
Mhm.
goes in, and then the whole watch is like they got to take down the name, they got to look at your badge to see if you have confined space, like,
Oh, okay.
and then you just got to make sure when they come in and come out, and just keep an eye inside the hole.
Yeah, yeah.
In case somebody like passes out, then you can reach to the rescue team or whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. And you being the whole watch, you can actually go in there as well too,
No.
because it's like a no, right?
Yeah, no, you
Eh,
can't go in there
yeah.
even
Well-
if somebody's down.
Yeah, and how so even confined space, they will see you as you enter it, even if you just put your hand in there, or is
Yeah.
it your head or any physical part of your body?
I mean, technically, even if you put your hand in there, they'd be tripping out. They'd be like, but it's really not a big deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just tell you don't put any part of your body inside.
I mean, that'd be kind of hard because let's say if somebody's like maybe 2 feet away and you kind of crash or grab them
Yeah.
and help them. You know what I mean? It's like, are you gonna let them die or whatever, or actually take a chance? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, usually I would thank God nothing has ever happened, but if they say let's say something happens, there usually will be like inside.
Mhm.
you know. But you got those. Once you get used to like in that type of work,
Mhm.
you just kind of ignore safety in a way. We shouldn't, but we ignore safety
Yeah.
because we just get so
So
used
you're
to
so
it.
comfortable, yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes they'd be like, "Hey, hand me some water," and I just put some, my hand in there, or sometimes I peek in there and talk to them like, "Hey, what y'all doing?" Just to like
You guys done
joke
yet?
around.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but my foreman had told me, they're like, "Hey, like go whole watch the scaffold builders." That time I wasn't doing scaffolding,
Mhm.
and so I was like, okay, and so I brought this monitor that they give me, and I turned it off. I was like, well, I don't want to die because I knew it was going to be a whole day in there. Like they were going to, because they had to build the scaffold all the way up, so I knew it's going to take all day, and so I turned it off and I just sat there in my bucket, and the scaffold builders took forever, so I ended up falling asleep. I just went to sleep there, and next thing you know, I wake up and I'm like, my stomach's hurting, my head's hurting. I'm like, bro, what the hell's going on?
Mhm.
And I smelled something weird. I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, you know what? Let me turn on the monitor because
Mhm.
I already kind of know, like, like the smell of it. I was like, it's probably H2S. I mean, whatever's going on. And so I turn it on and the monitor is going off. Beep, 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 beep,
Oh shit, I'm
beep.
about to die over here. Like,
Yeah.
get the hell out of here.
And I'm like, oh shit. So I call my foreman, and my foreman was like, well, he's like, let me get the operators. So they get the operators, and they're like, oh, how long has this been going off? So I'm over there like, how the fuck am I going to tell them? Like, yeah, I was just sleeping.
Mhm.
And then I woke up because I wasn't feeling good.
I mean, you could always just say, I don't know what happened. I just kind of I felt like I just dozed off. You know what I mean? So
No,
I'm
I
not sure.
lied. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, well, I just got here and I just smelled something weird. So
Mhm.
I started sniffing around the monitor and I found the smell
Yeah. Yeah.
where it was at. And they're like, oh, good job, good job. Everything like, hey, like at Exxon, they did, at the chemical side, I think it's Mondays and Thursdays, they do like safety meetings
Mhm.
in the lunchroom. And they're like, we want you to like go up there and speak and tell him what happened and everything. I was like, oh no, I'm
Yeah. Yeah. No.
good.
No. 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 No.
I'm good. How am I gonna tell him like, yeah, I fucking went to sleep and woke up feeling bad? That's how I know something was wrong.
Yeah. So how about like personally any crazy stories?
Crazy stories, man. Um, let's see. I mean, I have a lot, but I don't even know.
Or one of the girls who like to fight all the time?
Fight. Oh my god, I used to be a big fighter
Oh
in
really?
in like in high school and middle school. Yeah. I don't know. Like I wasn't like those type of people that would look for fights,
Mhm.
but I was those type of people that I wouldn't let.
You're going back down. You know?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah. I wouldn't let somebody talk shit about me. Like come on,
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, um, yeah, some girls would just be like, I don't know, they'd just be talking shit, and I was like, well, do something about it.
Mhm.
And so I would get in trouble all the time for like getting suspended in school for fighting. Because I mean, like I said, I never looked for fights, but they
Those
were
fines,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, they were there, and I wouldn't back down, even if I lost.
Yeah.
It's just like whatever. Like
You think you changed? You're not.
yeah, yeah, I changed
He's
big
like,
time.
you know what? I don't even want to deal with this. Like, keep on walking. Just go ahead.
Yeah, no. Nowadays, I'm like, oh yeah, you talking shit? Okay, keep talking shit. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing me.
Yeah. But I know the crazy story that recently happened here is the scaffolding that fell and like
Yes,
3 people died or whatever. That was a crazy story that happened recently here.
it was. It's pretty sad. Rest in peace to
Mm-hmm.
those people that died. The 3 people that died.
Were any of them from this area or were there? I think 2 of them were from Houston area.
Houston, yeah, I know 2 of them are for Houston, and the other one I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it sucked. I remember waking up and I was like taking my pre-workout to go to the gym, and I just got on Facebook, and that was like the first thing I saw. I'm like, what? And like they were saying it was a scaffold collapsed, and three no, at that time it was 2 people
Yeah.
had died, and what was it? The other ones were injured or
Yeah,
so.
injured. Yeah, it's like 5 total.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, like, first thing I thought, I was like, well, I was like, damn, that sucks that
Yeah.
they died, and their families. I thought about their families. I'm like, just getting, just waking up and getting that phone call, like, your husband, your father, your son, or whatever it is, has passed away.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how do you deal with that?
Yeah.
And so I was like, damn. And then later on during the day, that's when they started giving out more information
Yes.
and pictures and all that. And I'm a scaffold builder, and so I was like already thinking, like, how did the scaffold fall? Like,
Yeah.
what did they do wrong? Like, I was already thinking all this
Yeah.
stuff.
And I was thinking like it was like the regular scaffolds that out there in the plant,
Yeah.
just on the ground built up, But
Yeah.
looking at the pictures when they
It was
provided it, it was
different.
different. Yeah, it was like you said, it was like bolted up to the
Tank.
tank. Yeah.
Yeah, my superintendent, he was talking to us, and because we were all quite asking questions, we were like, that doesn't look like a regular scaffold that we build, like, on the regular day. And he was like, no, it was kind of like a platform, but it was bolted in the tank, and it's just for temporary, and that's why they call it a scaffold, because scaffolds are just temporary.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn. And I was like, well, how did it fall? And then that's when they say like the crane. No, they were flying. They were flying a piece of the tank. They were putting it on top of the tank, and I guess that
They
little
hit it.
piece hit the scaffold, and that's how it fell.
Yeah, and like you said, they weren't tied off
They weren't
because
tied off.
technically it's not it's a temporary structure, right?
Yeah, well, it was like whenever. So this is the thing I don't get nowadays, and like on scaffolds,
Mm-hmm.
if it's a completed scaffold, like it has all the handrails, toe boards, all the what's it called, the pans and everything. Like if it's everything that a scaffold should have, if it's already on there, even if it's a hanging scaffold, they'll be like, oh, put it as a green tag, and green tag is like you don't have to have a harness. But especially if it's like on if it's a hanger, I think it should still be a yellow tag, because you just never know,
Yeah,
you just never know.
like this
And
happened, like this time, you never know.
yeah, but yeah, I think it's just crazy how like there's a lot of plants that are doing that. Like, well, they've been doing that, like green tag, yellow tag,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, yeah, I think at least for hangers, they should always be yellow tag,
Yeah,
where you gotta be tied off.
also I could imagine how the crane operator and the rigger, whoever was
Yeah,
operating at the time, I could imagine how they feel.
yeah,
It's like
that's
we screwed up big time.
yes, and I don't even know who's getting like sued. I mean, probably both, like the
Yeah,
company
I
and the
heard.
plant.
I think two of them of the families. I think it's suing for 1 million each, and then
Damn,
one wanted 10 million supposedly. I think that's what I've
damn.
seen.
Yeah, they're gonna have to pay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the only thing they can do.
Yeah.
At least pay. I mean, it sucks to say like, oh, like for your family, like at least working in this, this type of work area, like we always joke around, or at least I would say I joke around. I was like, oh man, I wish something could happen to me so I can get that money.
Mm-hmm.
I could get paid from the plan. But when shit actually goes down and people don't survive, it's just like you kind of like change your mindset. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
yeah, no, I was like, and I always say, I was like, well, if I at least die, at least my family will be rich.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still really not the point. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of, I have a very dark sense of humor. So for me, it's just like, maybe I shouldn't say that,
Yeah.
especially now what's going on, because I bet their families are really like, fuck that money. I wish that person was still here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. Like you said, I mean, let's say you get $1 million if you lose an arm or a leg. Like, what's worth more, your arm or that money? What do you want
right.
more?
I'll buy a whole new arm. That's
Yeah, I know.
no, I'm joking.
Bionic woman, huh?
No, but it sucks. And yeah, and the plan is already working though. Everybody, they already got everybody working.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, no matter what, like no company is gonna give a shit about you.
Yeah. And man, I remember in my one side I was working on Chenier. It was they were doing the turnaround, right? And you know how
Yeah.
to go over there, Chenier, you have to go, to Pleasure Island side.
Yes.
And you know how the highway there is just only, one way. And I'm not one way, but just two
Two
lanes.
lanes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people tend to pass people.
Yeah.
And so one time it was like after work, somebody was passing people up and they end up drawing off the lanes going into the water because I guess trying to avoid to hit another oncoming car or whatever.
That happened to you?
No, that didn't happen to me. That
Oh,
happened to
that was
somebody else,
somebody else.
and they passed away because of that.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
So you gotta be careful, guys.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not worth passing up those vehicles like that. You know what I mean?
No,
Especially in
especially
that road.
there.
Yes.
And at nighttime.
Yeah. What at night is not too bad because you could see the lights coming. You kind of could see it.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. So I mean, I do it sometimes, but I make sure that I'm clear. If I kind of like feels kind of sketchy, like what I'm just gonna.
Especially on the curve, it's like don't pass somebody up
Yeah.
on a curve because
Yeah.
you can't see the other way.
Yeah,
On the
especially if
side.
I'm going already 70, it's like less 70 miles an hour. That's already fast. That's already too fast.
Fast.
That's already fast enough.
What's the
And-
speed limit there? Like 65
no,
or 55? 55, right?
Yeah. But if somebody's trying to pass me up at 70, I'm like, man, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? It's not that important to get to work that early. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
Just for a couple minutes or whatever. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
But do you see yourself doing this in like 5 more years?
No, definitely do not. I'm very blessed to have this job,
Mhm.
it's paying my bills and everything, but I do not enjoy it.
Oh, I bet especially
No.
when summertime, when it was just like not last year,
Super
but
hot.
the previous years, it was
Yeah.
really hot.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'd rather the summertime than wintertime.
Really?
Yeah, I can't stand the winter.
I could kind of see that because, well, I don't know. Me personally, I don't know when it's like, I hate sweating and having the long sleeve shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the pants just sticking to me all day and stuff
All
like
day,
that.
yeah.
It just irritates me. It annoys me.
But when it's cold, are you freezing your ass off?
Well, at least you could layer up. You know.
Yes, but see, for me, when it comes to that,
Mm-hmm.
you already have a whole bunch of clothes on, and when you're trying to work, it's so frustrating because sometimes, like, from all the layers you have, you can't really like fully.
Well, how many layers do you have on?
Oh, I put a whole bunch of clothes
well,
on.
that's why. You know, shit.
But I hate it. I hate it, especially like during the summer. I could wake up in the morning and be like, "All right, let me drink my Red Bull or coffee, and I'm good to go." And the whole way there, I'm just jamming out and everything.
Mhm.
But when it's like cold, oh my God, I wake up so pissed off. I'm like, fuck, I got to be outside in the cold all day.
Mhm.
I hate it. So yeah, that's why I prefer like summer. And I mean, even when like in the winter, like when you sweat,
Mhm.
that stays on you. So then you even get more cold.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people don't realize too. Even though it's winter, you are sweating,
Yeah.
and you still have to take your water breaks too. You make sure you stay hydrated.
See, that's where I fuck up because like when it's cold, I'm really like I really don't desire water.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I know once I start drinking water, I got to pee like 10 times,
Oh, yeah,
and it's just annoying.
yeah. I have a bad habit of drinking too much coffee, so I already know it's bad. So I got drink a lot of water too. So
Yeah.
it makes it even worse. So like, damn it.
No, but during the summertime, I love drinking water, especially that cold water.
But the best time is probably actually right now, around springtime. The weather's
Springtime.
like right now.
You would consider this springtime?
Well, I mean, more or less.
Not in Texas.
Yeah, it's kind of it's. Oh well, I think after this, I think we just had a little cold front, so it's.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it's the weather in the morning should be like around in the 60s.
Yeah, I think so.
It's next few days, so it's gonna be kind of nice.
It should. But I'm just fully ready for summer. I mean, I enjoyed summer more. Like even like outside of work. There's just so much things to do.
Yeah, true.
So much things.
I mean, too bad our beaches ain't pretty and stuff like that.
No. No, but I mean, it's still fun. You
Yeah.
gotta make, you gotta make the best out of anything.
It's
Honestly,
always a lie when you go to Crystal Beach, It always lies to you, Crystal Beach,
I'm actually going next month for like a whole weekend. It's my friend Maddie's birthday,
Hmm.
and yeah, all our friends are going out there for the whole weekend. We staying there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get drunk as hell.
Yeah, yeah. Shit. You have to,
Yeah,
Shit. I haven't done that for had a cabin out there yet for a while.
for a while.
Been a while, yeah.
Topless weekend is coming too. I don't
Where?
think I'm gonna go this year.
Where?
Topless weekend, right there in Crystal Beach.
Is that for like Memorial Weekend or something like that? Or when is that?
It's the weekend before Memorial Weekend.
Oh, see, I'm so out of touch. I haven't been out there for so long. I didn't even know they
Really?
had. I might need to go,
Yeah.
guys. Let's go.
It's been more wild now. Like every year, it just gets more wild. Where it's
Yeah.
just like, then that's why I think this year I don't think I'm going.
Yeah.
But when I go, I usually go for like just a day.
Hmm.
But I wake up from early in the morning, and then like, well, I usually leave the house like around 6,
Hmm.
and yeah, 6 in the morning. And then we get there like around 7 something. We go to the big store, we buy whatever we need, and then we go find a parking spot because we don't like to park by like the water.
Yeah.
And usually the other side is where everybody usually parks at. So we
Hmm.
try to find a parking spot that early. And we just stay out there till like 5, 6 in the afternoon. Because at nighttime, that's where it gets super wild.
Oh, yeah.
and everybody's been drinking all day.
Okay, when I used to go to Crystal Beach, it was used to call that little lane the zoo. I don't know if they
Zoo?
still, yeah, is it still called a zoo?
No,
By
I
the
don't know.
beach? No, that's like I said, back in the days.
Back in
That
the
is a
days.
bit.
What year
called
was
the zoo.
that?
Yeah.
1940s?
No, come on, I ain't that fucking old. I mean, shit, if I'm that old, I would look good then for that age.
I'm just joking.
No, I want to say like around like 2000s,
2000?
2010s, somewhere around that range.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
when I was going to the beach all the time with my friends.
Oh, really?
That used to like going to the beach. Now my current friends, well, a lot of them are busy with life and stuff, or they
Right.
don't like going to the beach and stuff. So
I mean, sometimes you gotta go, even if it's to
yeah,
Crystal.
I need to make the new friends so go out there in the beach.
And come on.
Hey, let me know. Shit, I might always like fuck it, let's go.
You could always come for the day. I think for the cabin we have everybody. It's all full, but you could always come for the day.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah.
You're always welcome.
Yeah, that's always pretty cool. Plus, like, okay, I'll just go out there, chill, have a couple drinks,
Yeah.
mingle around, I guess.
Hey, try to go for topless. You're gonna see a whole bunch of titties out there.
I'll see if any of my friends wants to go. Come on, guys.
Just don't stay at night. You might get
I
ran
don't
over,
know.
shot.
Oh well, yeah, I don't want all that now.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, it ain't.
Yeah. If anything, if I want to see some boobs, let's just go see a strip club.
A strip club, that too. Yeah. Have you been in Temptations?
It's been years since I even been to a strip club.
Damn.
It just, I don't know, it just doesn't entice me to go anymore. You know what I mean? Maybe when I was younger and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now it's like, maybe if it's a friend's birthday, they want to go, and they really want to go, and I say, okay, let's go. But yeah,
Gotcha.
kind of have the itch to go. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I remember going to like Galveston. This back, I got pictures too. They used to have this fraternities with all the black fraternities. They would have a big gathering over there in Galveston. What is this? It used to be called? It used to be called. Man, I forgot what it was called, but it was all the fraternity brothers just go over there and they literally take over the whole island.
Oh, really?
Especially about seawall, And
cool.
I went to that like 2 times. I used to get really crazy wild over there.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I mean, girls wearing dental floss, bikinis, stuff like that.
All the goodies, huh?
Just showing everything off. I think actually one time I seen Eve there.
Who?
Eve,
I don't know.
oh my god, I'm dating myself right there. Eve, she's the one who's saying, "Who's that girl?"
Who's that girl?
No, okay.
No, I don't know.
Maybe
I gotta listen to the song.
She just came on a song with DMX, Rough Riders. Forget the name of the song, but yeah, I seen her there, and also, do you know Outkast?
Outcast. Yes, I think.
And well, I seen I want to say it was, I think it was Andre 3000 there. I think that's who I seen out there.
Mm.
But yeah, it used to get buck wild over there, and eventually they had to kind of close that, and they don't do that no more just because how wild it used to
Damn.
get. Yeah, but it was a good time. They we used to go there with that one year I went with it was me and my cousins and a couple of friends, and also there was like a white girl and the Asian girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all the brothers out there, they're calling the white girl Snow White,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and the Asian chick they're calling her Pocahontas.
Pocahontas. Oh my god.
Yeah, those were good times.
Good
Back
times.
back when I was younger.
I mean, you still young.
Yeah,
Still young. You can still do anything you want.
yeah, young and still single.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes it's
Yeah.
better being single.
Sometimes, yeah. Especially this crazy days, you know how we were talking
Yes.
behind the scenes or whatever,
Yeah.
the dating, how it just wild. And it's like, yeah, but that's another
Yes.
time for another story right there. Maybe next time we can get some couple more girls here. Like,
Oh my god. Yeah.
what's wrong with you girls?
Shoot, what's wrong with you guys?
When we had my friend Judy and Diana, that's the first thing Diana said, "What's wrong with you guys?" I was like, "Whoa, okay, calm down." I should have just left that on, but at the time I wasn't too comfortable doing this.
Right.
But now it's like, okay, I'll probably respond. Well, wait a minute, what's wrong with you? You're the one who's picking the wrong guys,
Right.
you know.
Man.
If you keep on picking I mean, if all these guys always treating you bad, it's like there might be, or vice versa. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you keep on picking somebody who doesn't treat you well, it might be you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. But you know what's crazy? At least like at work,
Mm-hmm.
man, you can't even trust like I mean, they do have there's some guys that like do respect their wives and don't mess around with the girls at
Mhm.
work or anything. But then you got some other guys that have a whole ass
yeah.
wife and kids and everything, and they're over there fucking around with other girls in the
Yeah.
refinery, and I'm just like,
I always heard those mostly guys like, well, it's probably not even just them, but a lot of people will say, "Oh, it's valley people," you know what I mean?
oh my god,
That's what I always heard, you know what I mean?
But and it's not just the guys, it's the girls too.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's the girls too, and I'm just like, they don't care. They will know, like, oh yeah, like he's married and everything. They don't care.
Yeah,
They don't care. I'm just like, I'm more of a, don't shit where you eat,
mm-hmm.
and so
Yeah.
I don't do
Uh,
any.
But it's
fuck
the same
all
area, you
that.
know. If I find a girl who's attractive at the office, so where I work at, it's like,
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna touch that. I'm not even gonna entertain that. It's not worth my job, you know. Literally, no.
No, it's not.
Like maybe if I'm about to head out,
Mm-hmm.
last day I'll make a move or whatever. Hey, you know what I mean? Let's go grab some drinks or whatever. But other than that, I'm gonna keep it professional or something like that.
Exactly.
That's the last thing you want as a guy, especially, you know.
Yeah. Especially you don't want to get in trouble.
Mm-hmm. It's probably more easier for a girl to get away with that, but but guys, yeah, you have to be careful.
Yes.
Yeah. But do you have any last words for the audience, for the viewers?
Stay safe out there, guys. Stay
Yeah.
safe, and if you got a husband or wife that works in this field, tell them every day you love them.
Yeah.
'Cause
You never know when
you never know. You never know if you'll come back home. So just tell them that you love them, and even if you're going through an argument that morning,
Mm-hmm.
just be like, all right, I love you.
Yeah.
Keep it at that. At least tell each other you love them, because you just don't know when will be your last day.
Yeah, we never know.
Yeah.
All right, guys. If you like what we're doing over here, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. And appreciate you guys for listening. Peace out, all right?
Bye.
Breaking news or cool interviews, we keep it real, no scripted cues. From wild debates to heartfelt tales, strap in tight, this train never derails. We bring the vibe.